Well, welcome. Continuing with my gardening, I did get some of these herbs and some of these squash plants that were just growing out of dirt from last year, and that's about as far as I got. So today I'm going to fill all these little cells and put seeds in them. I'm going to do herbs and some veggies and some flowers, just so I can start decorating the front porch where the little hummingbird fountain is. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm avoiding some of the stuff I don't want to do, but that's okay. And for sure, I have to do something with this. It's a little out of control, and I need a good coconut treatment, coconut oil. So, let's see what kind of mess I can make today. This one I'm going to use in all the little tiny ones. At least these 2 trays full. I've got 3 or 4 bags of soil from last year's failed attempts. The soil should still be really good. And I've got these that I started. I could just there. Maybe I'll sit right here. Yeah. See how that goes. Alright. It's so beautiful out today. I could be doing this outside. But by the time I got it all out there, the wind might be here, so. Okay. Let's get this closer, closer, closer. Everything just squashed in here. Okay. Put these over here. Let me just turn this way. Once we get enough dirt in there, it'll get heavier. This is organic seed starter. So I definitely want to use it for the veggies and the herbs. And for the flowers, it's not as important. But I only use natural pesticides and fertilizers once we get going, when they're outside anyway, so. I could probably just dump a really big bucket and then use a knife to spread it all out. But let's see if I can keep it from going underneath as much as possible. Really trying to find the best time to get these seeds going. And for the flowers, that's fine, because I can, as soon as they're big enough, I'll put them in pots outside and they'll be fine, because I'll be able to take them in if it gets too cold, because we might get more frost. I don't want to put anything out too soon. I don't want the veggies to get too big in the house, because then it's just a jungle back here, and then it's harder to transfer them. I don't know, but we'll see. I think I'm timing it right. And I put off getting started until after I had gone on my camping trip. I didn't want to leave them without watering, and I think the time will come when I'll be asking my neighbor to do a little bit more when I'm not here. So I don't want to push it yet. Almost. So this one's going to be herbs, I think. Somebody's barking out there. I'm surprised Abby hasn't gotten her way in here yet. But we already did the crystals yesterday. That crystal video was really inspired. Abby kept trying to get to pull the divider away that separates this back place. Just don't want them messing with all this dirt and stuff, or using it as a litter box. So I've been keeping it kind of sealed. And I found out that Abby was actually going to the top of her climber and jumping over the divider. There's nothing on the other side. She had to do like a free jump, and then how did she get back over? I can't even imagine, but she definitely had done that. So now I had to move the climber, so she can't make it anymore. So today she was standing around waiting for me to come over here. I told her she could come in. And then it took me 10 trips to get everything set up that I needed. And now she's off napping, so that's okay. It's not really her thing. Okay, this one looks pretty good. I know it's going to pack down a little bit when I water it, but at least don't have to be that deep, because I'm just going to wait until the little flowers and herbs or whatever are yay big, and then I'll transfer them maybe into the containers that they're going to stay in, the big ones like these guys. I'm excited. So dusty. Okay. All right, that's done. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Shall we start with herbs? I already have a mint and a basil. I think they're doing okay. They've been transplanted. We'll see. And this has foil inside of it. You can reseal it, keep the seeds fresh. What we got in here? Okay. 50% off. I ordered more. Oh, how adorable. It came with little plastic stakes that I can write the name of the herbs on and put it in. Very good. So, and this is a little planting booklet. Very nice. A little explanation of each. So we have mint. Wow. Those seeds are microscopic. Wowie, wow. I have to put my glasses on at least when I do that one. And this is marjoram, also teeny tiny, but a little bit bigger than the mint. Thyme, so itsy bitsy, so cute. Tarragon, oregano. Oh, oregano is teeny too, smaller than coffee grounds. Chives. The chives are a little bit bigger, almost like sesame seed. Basil. dill. Dill seed is very well known and common, I think, for most people. Parsley and cilantro. And cilantro's like little BBs. Alright, so I am going to, let's see, I'm going to do a little parsley and dill. Basil, I'm going to wait. Chives, I'm going to wait. Oregano. I have a planter in the front that has oregano growing in it, so I might just add some seeds to get some new growth. Tarragon. Yeah, I'm going to read about that, see if I should just sow it directly where I want it or sprout it first. Thyme, marjoram, and cilantro. So I'm going to do these four for sure, and then I'll probably do some more of these later. I don't want to start out with a million things to take care of. So spread out a little bit. So let's see then. So, glasses. Where'd they go? Over there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You gotta be flexible like you're doing Pilates when you move around all this stuff. Otherwise, I'm a bull in a china shop. Okay, let's see. Cilantro. Heirloom. Germination 7 to 10 days. Harvest 30 to 60 days. Coriander is a frost-sensitive annual with feathery, finely divided leaves growing on stems from 18 to 36 inches tall. Bum, bum, bum. Coriander leaves, known as cilantro, resemble flat-leaved parsley. Blossoms in the spring and summer are tiny white to pale pink flower clusters. The plant sets small, round, ribbed, beige-colored seeds in the summer, the late summer. Snip cilantro leaves for fresh use after the plant is 6 inches tall or more. Pick just the top 2 to 3 inches to ensure continuous growth. Continue picking leaves until the plant flowers. Snip off the tops of stems before the plant flowers for continued harvest of leaves. For coriander seeds, allow the plants to flower. The seeds will be ready for harvest 2 to 3 weeks after flowering when they turn light brown. You can get some for next year. Alright, so we'll definitely do this. We're going to keep them protected. They won't be going out into the garden yet. And then, tarragon. Heirloom, these are all heirloom. Germination, 4 to 14 days. It's good to know because sometimes when you start to germinate, you're wondering whether nothing's happening or how long should I wait or shouldn't something be coming up. So they're all different. Okay. Tarragon is unique in that during growth, it seems to have little aroma. Yet after the leaves or tops are harvested, the oils concentrate and start emitting their unique tarragon sweet smell, similar to fresh cut hay. No wonder I like it so much. Tarragon is used in vegetable dishes and soups, mild cheeses, egg dishes, fish, and white sauces. The leaves are best collected in the early morning or evening, as collection in the middle of the day can result in mushy, wilting, less flavorful leaves. Did you know that? That's pretty cool. To cut, use a snip or garden shears and remove branches and remove branch tips. If drying in quantity, take whole branch. Very good. And then dill. I love dill. Okay, germination is 10 to 14 days, harvest in 25 to 40 days. This is an annual, self-seeding plant with feathery green leaves. Oh, the dill plant is very pretty. It's like fennel is very pretty too. It is used most commonly in soups and stews and for picking. Bouquet dill is a smaller variety that generally produces flower, blossoms, and seeds and allows early harvest. Dillweed is easy to grow and attracts beneficial insects to your garden. As soon as the plant has 4 to 5 leaves, you can start harvesting. Just pinch off the outer leaves close to the stem. They are most flavorful just when flower heads are opening. If you have a lot of plants, you can pinch off entire stalks. I just love dill. So I'll probably have some on the front porch and then put some by the garden. It's good for good insects. And then parsley, Italian parsley. Germination is 10 to 25 days and harvest 30 to 60 days. Parsley deserves recognition for more than its role as a garnish. It's rich in vitamins A and C, a good source of iron. Parsley complements sauces, stuffings, fish, and poultry dishes. To harvest, cut entire leaves from the outer edge of the plant as you need them. At season's end, you can cut the entire plant for storage. To dry parsley, tie the stems together and hang them in a shady, warm, well-ventilated area. Once thoroughly dried, crumble the parsley and store it in an airtight container. That's what I was doing with the oregano plant out there. Yeah. To freeze, remove leaves from stems, rinse, pat dry before placing in a zippered freezer bag. To keep fresh parsley crisp and flavorful, place stalks in a glass of water, store in the refrigerator. Alrighty, so we got our herbis. We're going to use 4 of these cuties. 1, 2. I don't know how many that is. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These things back in the envelope. And then after I do this, I'm going outside to the front area. I see the rose bushes are starting to leaf up really nicely. So I'm going to just loosen up the soil all around them. And then rake out the bed in between them and sow a bunch of the pollinator mix. See if we can get some of these babies coming up. I'm feeding the birds, so hopefully they don't eat my flower seeds out of the dirt. But you never know. There's always ants as well. I'm going to give it a good shot. These should be pretty hardy. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to do 1 little cell of 6, 1 little square rectangle of 6 squares. Don't need that anymore. So let's see. I'm going to try and get 6. I can barely see them. I think that's a little more than 6, but that's okay. Maybe I'm going to need to have my tweezers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do it exactly right? Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to push it down a little bit. Cover it over. All right, so that is parsley. Parsley. I don't have a pen. Okay. Boo boo. Not good. Get me back in my little hole here. Put my power back on. really warm over here. Okay. Parsley. Parsley done. Okay. Put it right there. And next, I am going to attempt the tarragon. I'm sure there's probably a very tried and true way to do this that's better than this. Tricky. Invisible seeds. I've definitely got more than 6. No, it's okay. Put a few in each one. And we can thin it out. Okay. My fingers are going to make it all stick to me, so let's try this little idea. Oh my goodness, they are so tiny. I can't tell if it's going in there. It's like the old joke. What's smaller than a teeny weeny fly? A fly's teeny weeny. Alright. Well, I have no idea if I got them in there. Can't see them. This is like the magical time. Is it time? What am I doing? Tarragon. Okay. Well, we'll see. If nothing sprouts, I'll put some more in. Tap, 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 tap. All right. And this one, tarragon. Okay. And next is an easy one. Cilantro. Coriander sounds so much more exotic. But the coriander is the seeds and the cilantro are the leaves. I love cilantro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. Okay, let's see. That was 2 for sure. Okay, we'll put 1 back. Sorry, little guy. Your time will come. Alright. Cilantro. How I love you, cilantro. Of course you talk to your plants, right? And you put your love in them when you're patting them into their little bed. Yeah, they're gonna have a good life. As long as I don't forget to water them. Okay, cilantro, done. The cilantro. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And now dill. Dill's easy too. I'll put these down a little bit more. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's way more than 6. Okay. I suffer from that more is better syndrome, like plant a lot. But then either you get too much and they crowd each other out, or it's just not always the way to do it. We want quality this year. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. That was 2. 3. Where are you? 4. 5. 6. Tap 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 tap. Dabby dab dab. Okay. Herbs done. Dill. Oops. Alright. Dill. Now I have a little water in here. Let's see if it's enough to get all these guys a little drink. Just go carefully. Let it soak in. This is super powdery soil. It's really, it's very rich, but it's super dry. Okay. So this has got to be like almost relaxing, sort of mindless. I won't say mindless. It's less mind-based and more heart-based. How's that? Well, that's probably way too much water because it's floating, but it's not really absorbing, so I'm just going to let it sit a bit. Yeah. Looks like chocolate pudding right now. Yeah. Okay. They do have drainage on the bottom, right? Yeah. So I'll just sit and soak in. And now I'm going to do the veggies. Well, now I have some of these still to do. Okay. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do I'll do some of the veggies. So I'm going to put the lettuce aside because those I'm going to start out directly in the box out there. This lettuce. Yep. That's good. And of these, I think let's see, germination time. Okay. start those green onions 4 to 6 weeks before putting outside. So start some of those. Cherry tomatoes. 5 weeks. We could do a little bit of tomatoes indoors and outdoors. I'm going to do table queen. I'm going to do the table queen squash as well, because when they get big enough, I'll put them in one of these baskets. Beets I want to do right into the ground, not ground, but to the buckets. And these tomatoes, okay. And these are white. Wow. So I divided them out. Arugula. Oh, I can't wait for arugula. There's a lot. Okay, lettuce, melon, okra, parsley, peppers. Let's see, pepper. They have a long germination, so maybe I will give them, start seeds indoors 8 weeks before transplanting. Yeah. And same for cayenne pepper, jalapeno pepper. Yeah, they need the heat. So these 4 kinds of peppers I'm going to start indoors. More parsley. Okay. And this is cauliflower, cilantro, cucumber, dill, eggplant, kale, and lemon balm. Kale and lemon balm. Maybe I'll start lemon balm. So I'll keep that potted. Cauliflower. 10 to 15 days. Alright. Cucumber. I'm going to start a little cucumber. The pickling cucumbers, these small ones. I love those. Dill, eggplant, okay. Radish, spinach. I think spinach. I need to start early. They do best in cool weather, so plant them in early spring or fall. Okay. It says sow directly. So these are going to go up into a bucket that will go outside. Okay. What else? Some more heirloom tomato. And San Marzano tomato. Tiny tip tomato. I have a lot of tomatoes this year. Oh, I can't wait for green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes. And just wash it zucchini. So this zucchinis plant into the soil. Butternut squash plant into the soil. Watermelon sow directly. And radish sow directly. So they're going to go into the grow bags once I get those all done. I have about 25 to 30 grow bags. So the smaller things, there'll be just a couple plants per bag, and the bigger things, I'll do individual bags. We have arugula and basil, beets, broccoli. Broccoli? I think I have to start early too. 3 to 4 weeks. Alright, I'll wait a little bit to start that. Carrots right into the soil. During the cool months of spring or fall, the carrots and spinach can start pretty quick. So indoors, and start seeds indoors. Collards, they're going to take a while. Okay. And that, and that, and that. My goodness. A lot of good lettuce. Okay. And all of these greens are actually going to be container plants that will be covered over a little bit in case of cold weather coming back. So, lots of this stuff. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick some to go here. I'm going to fill that up with the same planting mix and continue on. I'll have to make some more markers. These are great. And then the one on that side, I'm going to start with the black gold soil, to which I've added that big box of black dirt, that starter dirt that was from those little capsules that expanded. I just mixed that in there, so that's going to be the starter for all the flowers. And let's see, I might as well pick the flowers. Of course, sunflowers. And then I'm going to do a few little baskets or buckets or vases, not vases, what do you call it? Pots. Cosmos. One for each. Let's save that one. I'm really anxious to see these Cleome color fountain mix. So this takes 7 to 14 days to germinate. Needs direct sun. And it blooms in the summer. Should be beautiful. And I have more of those. Larkspur. These I'm going to start, and then I'm going to hopefully have them across the front of the porch because they're tall and hummingbirds will love it. So let's see, 10 to 15 days. Okay, I could start those too. And big sunflowers. And these climbers. Hollyhock. Barely cover. 10 to 14 days. Yeah, I'll have to start these indoors, some of them, because the seeds will get eaten. And there's blue sage. 10 to 30 days to germinate, so I'm going to start some of those. And then, yes, those are all extras. Maybe let's go back in here. Now, I have a lot to do. Okay, so these will go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types. And I have 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, few of each. So, these for the big bags, where they're going to hopefully produce a lot of good yummies. And these are going to go in the cell starters. And all of this greenery is going to go out into the window boxes. And I'll just be covering them when it's cold. And then all of these will go in here and in here. Wow. All right. That's enough relaxation now. You better wake yourself up. You got stuff to do. Thanks for keeping me company. I just love this. I feel inspired. I feel creative. I feel always hopeful before I start planting that everything's going to grow like in the old days. It's much more challenging now for some reason. I don't know why. If it's the quality of the water or the sun or the soil, but I'm giving it all the best and I'm going to have fun. And I hope I will make you proud of me. I do it for my sloth because she's proud of me when I try. You're the cutest. The cutest. Alright, friends. Carry on. I wish I could go and show you like time lapse and it's all done and it looks awesome. So that's gonna take a while though. So I'm gonna go now. Bye. Thank you.